Alright, hi everyone, it's me, Contrary Motion, back again with another edition of Final Fantasy Fridays. We're going to beat the first Final Fantasy today, and probably start the second, because I don't think it'll take a whole 4 hours to get through the final dungeon. Hey Aragorn, how you doing? Let's bring the sound back up here. So I learned last time that apparently, if you play the Prelude theme from the Pixel Remasters, you can get a copyright ding for somebody who registered some remix of the Final Fantasy VII Prelude on Spotify. So that's interesting. We'll see if it happens again this time. I contested it, and they took away the list on my Twitch account. They took it out of the weird copyright things on the Twitch account, but they still muted the intro audio and never took that away. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's load our game. Ketchup and Friends. It's very bizarre, but also not very bizarre. I've noticed several incidents of this being of copyright. Where is my brain today? Of automated copyright detector things not being incredibly accurate or being a little bit overzealous. I one time did a watch-along of Night of the Living Dead. I'm going to move myself over a little bit. That seems... no, a little bit more. Night of the Living Dead, which is famously in the public domain, and still got copyright notices on it. Alright. Ketchup and Friends. Let's go, everybody. If it does happen again, then I'm going to have to probably change the intro music for this. Final dungeon time. Let's go. So if I remember correctly, I have to talk to the bats. Let's set up our automatic stuff. Oh, I guess they're all in this room, eh? Yep. White Mage seems to be fast now. Okay. What do you have to say?
The light! The light of the four we've been seeking all this time! That light will open the time portal. The portal will transport you 2,000 years into the past, to the beginning of the time loop. The curse of the fiends changed us into these forms and prevented us from speaking. The light of the crystals has enabled us to speak again. We are Sky People, and we came to this shrine in our attempt to locate the source of the world's ruin. That was 400 years ago. The power the four crystals absorbed from the crystals... the power the four fiends absorbed from the crystals was being fed into the past by the black crystal. The one distorting the beautiful light of the crystals is the one we've been looking for all along. The true root of all evil lies just ahead.
Alright, how am I going to be able to talk to this last... How can I talk to this last bat? We need to know what the last bat has to say. There we go.
Shine the light of the four crystals on the black crystal in the center of the chamber. Doing so will open a time portal to the shrine as it existed 2,000 years ago.
Alright, let's go. Are we ready? We're ready. You focus the light of the four shining crystals, fire, earth, water, and wind, on the black crystal. The flow of time surges and space begins to warp. Just one step forward and you will travel back 2,000 years in time. Whoa, that's a weird looking portal. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Seems to be the way down. Oh, there are many ways down. Oh no, that's up. That's down. That's down. And that's up. Curious. Should we go up or down first? Well, nothing so far to worry about. Oy. I feel like down is probably where the end of the dungeon is, so let's try going up first. Okay, interesting. Huh. This seems confusing. Let's just see what it wants of me. Okay, so I can get into the central room. And there doesn't appear to be any other way to go up. Okay. So let's go to the central room. Dark Fighter. Precursor to Cecil and Friends. Oh no, I still need to keep going. Oh, look! That's a lot of, whatever these are, Black Knights. We actually need to heal. Let's see if another fire red will take these guys out. Let's hope so. Good. Alright, so we have to keep going down this way. Vampire Lords and Dragon Zombie. Yikes. Okay, we actually do need to heal now. Can we get away with it? Yeah, you know what? Let's just keep up our regular rigmarole. And heal outside of battle. Oh, it's so weird to have the different menu screen music and, like, intense dungeon time. Hi, Roy the Cat. No, that's not for you. That's my snack. Stay away from my berry shortcake. It's not for cats. I should probably have some kind of representation of Roy the Cat on the channel. Perhaps he needs an avatar too, since I don't think I'd ever be able to make a cat cam work. At least we're gonna level soon. Alright, what do we have here? Interesting. Death Eye. Oh no, not what I wanted. We got no experience for Death Eye? What is going on? Okay, so that became a ladder. Okay, this time it's probably worth a Diara. Oh, I can't believe that didn't kill them. Well, should I go down this thing? Where does this take us? Oh, I see. Are there any things? Okay, so there's another way down up there. So I guess let's try going up there. Oh, not what I needed to do. Never deviate from the pattern. Oh, there is a door here? Okay. Nothing inside. Nothing inside any of these, okay. Hey, lay off Miso. Time for a sip of coffee. My avatar always looks weird when I do something like that. Alright, let's see what happens when we go down here. Okay, so that just leads us to this other area where we were before. Which will then lead us to our place to go down over there. Oh, so here's the question. Did we miss out on whatever's in that bottom left area going down? I will be upset if we don't get all the chests. I don't want to have to come back and play this later. So we're getting close to 100 followers. I've been thinking of doing some kind of special marathon to get there, but unsure what game to do. I was thinking of doing Mystic Quest because you can theoretically do it in one sitting, but Thiessen wants to do that together. So that puts the kibosh on that. So I'll have to figure out what I want to do. Suggestions are welcome, things that take less than, ideally, 12 hours. So I can go through the whole game at once. Okay, so I'm going to assume that the entrance Alright, I'm going to take a gamble. And say that if we're going to be thorough about this, that we need to do the one on the lower left first. And then go back through where we just went. Did I just erase all my progress in this dungeon? Yes, I did. But something tells me that I should have gone down here first. Not even a chest? Because it looks like it leads to a blocked off area with a room. So maybe the room doesn't have anything in it, but I feel like I have to check. Just to be sure. Yep. So if there's nothing in this room, there's nothing in this room. Alright. Well, this is the kind of time when it would have been nice to have a save state, but... I don't mind, it actually won't take that long. And hopefully you don't mind either. Yikes. Okay, so I should heal Miso. What have I been up to this week other than streaming? That's a good question. I did a couple of... Well, I guess I just did one open mic in the world of live comedy, and mostly sat around the house being depressed with Thiessen gone. Oh, I went to a new farmer's market, which was exciting. It actually has better fruit than the one I usually go to, and it's on Wednesday afternoon instead of Saturday morning, which is beautiful, because especially when I do my Friday night stream until 3 a.m., it's very difficult to get to the farmer's market that closes at 1, even though it's a lot closer. What was I doing? I was healing. So I got a lot of peaches and a variety of berries and some vampire plums, which seem appropriate to this dungeon, but I think are actually the variety of plum that I grew up with. I had a plum tree, actually a mixed, grafted peach and plum tree at my house growing up. I always used to look forward to eating the plums in the summer. And then my mom chopped it down, probably 10, 15 years ago. So I just don't have it anymore. I guess I just need to go into the middle there. Poor plum tree, indeed. I guess it was, I mean, who am I to complain? I wasn't the person who had to maintain it, but I guess it was a little too much work, and it made a bit of a mess. But certainly if I ever own property, which doesn't seem likely to ever happen, I will have a variety of fruit trees. Because it's so hard to get good fruit. Unless you do what I do, is get obsessed in the summer and go to the farmer's market every week and pick up, you know, all of the local stuff in season. The supermarket fruit is terrible even when it is in season. So every year for a few months, Ontario strawberries, Ontario peaches, Ontario plums, I go nuts. Even at the farmer's market, it's sort of mixed bag with cherries. I think I just prefer sour cherries to sweet cherries. And you never see them anywhere. Is this right? Yeah. Trying to think if anything else happened this week, but not really. More Disco Elysium? I've heard good things about that from various quarters. Did we just gain another level? Yeah. Okay. Let's see, you could use a heal. Everybody else is alright for now. Is it like Trails level? I can't believe we have to fight this thing again. I also can't believe it gives no experience. That's so strange. More than Trails? How is that even possible? Or do you just mean more voice acting? That's incredible. Somebody at some point told me, but I forget who it was, that Trails second chapter, Trails in the Sky second chapter, has more words than oh, now I can't even remember which exact Russian novel it was. Not War and Peace. Maybe it was War and Peace. Can't even imagine going through, well, most of these dungeons, I guess, without the maps. It would be very frustrating. I can see why Large Soft Dog was always using the guides in the previous iterations of this game. Okay, we are back and ready to move on. Well, I'm glad I waited. I'm looking forward to starting 2, actually. I remember nothing about it, even though it's probably like 2 years ago that I played through it. Like, there's some story about a kingdom and a resistance movement, I think. Which is at least more than we get here. But beyond that, I'm not sure. Okay. So my instinct was right. That was where we go. This little bibber here is where we go in the first... If we go down the first set of stairs there. Actual characters, yes. I did give it a test start to make sure that it worked with the new font. And I do see that you get to name the characters, although they come with default names, so maybe they even have default personalities. So once I finish this game, theoretically, the only Final Fantasies I will have not played are 3 and 11 and 14. I think, however, the Final Fantasy Fridays project is going to consist only of the Pixel remasters. So I've already done 7 on the channel. And I replayed 8 recently. And then, by the time I start to get into games with voice acting, I feel like they don't work as well with my format. Because the whole reason I do this, mainly, is to get practice voicing characters. So if the game's already doing it, yeah, I'll never play 11 and 14. Is 11 still going? Like, I assume they have plot of some kind. I don't know. People have in the past tried to get me to play 14. Like, I guess in some way it can scratch your itch for Final Fantasy in between the games coming out like 9 years apart now. I mean, how long was it between 13 and 14? It was probably almost like 9 years. Obviously 13 had sequels. Which is not a bad thing to do. Like, it's... Since they do have to build up a new world every time, it's nice to be able to see more stories in that world. I think I liked 10-2. I don't really remember it very well. They didn't do a 15-2 though, did they? Even though... Well, let's see. I don't remember the plot of 15 very well. Don't you destroy all magic in the world at the end, like Dragonlance style? Alright, we're going to fight this, this weird lemon jello thing, I guess. I played it before they did the big plot update that fixed the chapter that everybody thought was weak, so I don't know what they added. I also didn't play the extra DLC chapters. So by the time they came out, I was playing other games. I think I was playing Persona 5. Well, it's a lich, right? So... Will this whole dungeon reset if I leave? I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, that's probably gonna hurt. I guess there's not really any reason for me to leave. I have tons of ethers. What do we think? Do we heal or do we do another Diaga? Yeah, that's true. I mean, it is a good money-making strategy, I guess. Exploit your fan base. They're learning from Nintendo. I'm curious if Holy will do more damage than Diaga did. Let's try it. I don't think I've ever used it before. Well, the real issue with 15 is its annoying use of Latin that always consistently bothered me. I wasn't even paying attention. Did Holy do more damage than Diaga? I'm gonna assume that it did. Alright. Oh, didn't need to do that. Okay, I think I know what we need to do. Are they all liches? I guess I should be less cavalier about not healing after battle. You never know when you'll run across something. Rebel up! Okay, so what do we have? Okay. I keep hoping we'll have enough encounters in which we take very little damage and I can just heal us with the healing staff, because I'm sick in the brain that way. I don't want to waste my many superfluous items. It'll probably work for everybody but Miso. Because Ketchup doesn't take that much damage when he gets hit. And Mayo and Huizin don't get hit that often. Okay, so I do need to get those rooms. Did I overshoot just now? It's interesting since they all level relatively close together, and I guess the stats are slightly randomized when they level up, that it changes who goes first. I did overshoot it, okay. Lava worm. So I guess my secret hope that we're going to find another staff that casts a slightly more powerful spell is probably in vain. Oh. 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 There's a lot more to this floor than I thought. Protect ring. I guess if you didn't really care about getting all the chests, you could just run straight down. There is a better sword than Excalibur. Okay, well that's worth it. Imagine doing this game with an all-monk party and you just find all this equipment and you can't do anything with it. Hey, I did it! I fully healed us. That's true. Well, that's true of, 4, too. The Crystal Sword is more powerful than Excalibur in that game as well. And you just find it in the last dungeon. So I don't always even bother with Excalibur, although, you know, sometimes for the sake of completeness. Also, it's nice to have it to be able to throw it at the last boss. Sasuke's blade! Oh. Where is Sasuke's blade? Small katana used by ninja. Oh, that's for the upgraded thief. He becomes ninja! Well, see if I'd known that. Let's just double check here, make sure there's nothing we missed. No. Okay, so we have to go through the other door. I'm assuming that the better sword is there. So I wonder if it's like Sasuke no Tachi? Sasuke no katana? At some point in the future, and probably not the super distant future, because I've been keeping up with Wanikani again for the last few weeks, month. At some point I'm gonna know enough kanji to where I can get through relatively simple games for children in Japanese and do live translating. So that would be a fun experiment to do. Probably in maybe 6 months. Because I'm about halfway through the grade school kanji now. And I figure if I can get to that level, then I'll at least be able to find games that give you readings for anything that's above grade school level. And then it'll just be a matter of puzzling out the actual grammar, which is not usually too bad. Yeah, it's, I mean, the good thing about learning Japanese is that it's popular among self-studiers, so there are a lot of self-study resources for it. The bad thing is it's just hard to learn a language through self-study. I learned much faster when I was taking classes than I have since I was taking classes. And the big problem is that it takes so long to become literate that you can't read for language practice like you can for most other languages that you learn. Protect cloak. Okay, that actually might be useful. Let's see here. You have one, but you don't. Okay, we are now all protect cloaked up. Cloaked up. My new routine, which I should have been doing the whole pandemic, right? Because I had nothing else to do. But I'm doing my reviews every day, and I was initially intending to read so NHK, the national broadcaster of Japan, has an easy news website that's intended for children and foreigners, basically. And my intention was to read, the 3 or so news articles that get published on that every day, because they're short, they're like one paragraph. They're basically the equivalent of what you get on foreign language exams for PhDs. But I quickly fell off doing that, even though they're not that much work. It's good because they're simple enough that Google Translate can do them without really making any errors. So you can go through it, you can look up all the things that you don't know, you can try and make sure you understand the article, and then you can run it through Google Translate to sort of be sure that you got the right idea. Elixir. So occasionally I found that I misinterpreted things that made more sense in retrospect after running them through Google. Definitely the news has different kinds of vocabulary than you see in games. A lot of government agencies which are just like 8 kanji in a row, and you're just like, oh. Sometimes I honestly don't understand how... Like, I understand now, especially why Japanese TV almost always has captions. Because there's so many homophones that in a way it's almost easier to absorb something if you see the kanji than it is if you're hearing the sentence. I mean, obviously that can't be true for native speakers, but... Alright, another lich. Let's make sure we're relatively healed up. Seem to be fine. Here we go, red lich. Oh, Merilith.
Hi.
Okay, so I guess this probably isn't undead, so we'll just do this. Haste you. Is it worth doing this? Not really. And Temper. Where are you, Temper? I guess it's moderately worth doing that. Nobody takes very much damage from it except Miso. Oh, because they all have anti-fire equipment. That's why. Oh, please don't work. Ugh. Alright, let's have you do this. Oh, so it doesn't do the animation if it doesn't hit. I get it. Oh man, his buffs are gone now. So this would have been the time for the anti-death spell. Well, that wasn't very hard. Another Final Fantasy boss. They give no experience. Why don't they give any experience? Anybody need this? Not really. Alright. One up. One up. Oh, I see. Oh, strange. What does this look like? Is that even a chest? Looks like it could be something. I only just now figured out you could zoom in with this. How do you get into the... Oh, I see. I'm assuming those gravestones are something. But it doesn't look like it matters which side we go down. So when we do get to the end of this game, what I'm going to do is my usual end of stream stuff. I'm going to switch to the outro page and then turn off the stream briefly and then restart the stream with the new game so that they come up as separate videos. But I won't actually be leaving. So just be prepared for that in case you're still here. What am I doing? I'm just auto-battling. That's what I'm doing. Is it disturbing when something goes in front of my face? Okay. Well, I'm just giving a general warning, I guess. Although you're the only person here, Aragorn, so... I don't know who else I would be giving it to. Maybe for the future people on the YouTubes. Although it wouldn't work the same way for them. Okay, so this is not a thing. Is it disconcerting when something goes in front of my face and the avatar all of a sudden just turns stone face like this? I try to avoid it, but it just sometimes loses track of me. I could try hooking up a better webcam to the computer, which might help. Okay.
So we go all the way down and up and around. I have to say, not much challenge to this game. I don't think I've ever found any parts of it difficult. Now, part of this, I'm sure, has been guidance. Like, I've never ended up anywhere where I shouldn't be based on my level. Or anything like that. But even so... Ambushed. How many fires does it take to kill a Sahuagin prince? I'm trying to remember back to that. Yeah, you know what? You're right. So this is nothing too? You'd figure these would say something. Contribute to lore, at the very least. Or even to data. Ha ha ha! Oh, the floors are elemental themed, eh? It's all water stuff here. I guess that would make a difference if we were actually trying to cast magic that is their weakness, instead of just spamming the staff. I really like the fire animation, though. I like that we're doing over 1,000 damage now. For some reason, doing over... Well, I know why, but... Like, doing over 1,000 damage in this game feels much more satisfying than in other Final Fantasies, where that's normal. I guess I should have checked my HP before I did this. They released the Kraken! Alright, let's just do our normal thing. Oh, I should probably do null water or whatever. Null frost. Do we think it's gonna do an ice spell? Let's find out. Okay, and temper. Their accuracy is probably so high that that's not going to make any difference. Is there anything that we need to do? What the heck? Oops. Let's give you a temper. Although, based on patterns up until this point, that's probably going to kill it right there. Oh, no! Well, that didn't do that much damage. Alright, let's Kuraja you. And let's just Thundaga you. Well, that was lucky. Yeah, it is. I think it probably wasn't intended. Not that that's really an excuse. Playtesting should really
take care of that. But I guess you would have different strategies for different party combinations. Like, you might not always have a monk and black mage. No, those aren't doors. Are there any other doors? Okay, so that's the only treasure room. Ugh, so it's just gonna make us walk all the way down there and all the way back. That's probably true. Do I need to heal anybody? No. Alright, let's go. Like, I would really love for just upgraded versions of both of the staves that we have. But I feel like we're not gonna... Oops. Damn it. I feel like we're not gonna get them. Hee hee! Many vampires. What the heck? We'll do it, Dia. Hey, stop beating up on my mages. More levels. Alright, good enough. Maybe now we get big sword. Big sword. It would be funny if there were, like, especially in this era of games, something just called Big Sword. It was like the most powerful sword in the game. It would even make sense as a translation for, like, Daikatana or something. Otachi. Masamune. Is this for ketchup? It is. Alright, let's go. We must be getting close to the end, right? We have a floor for each element. I mean, I can't just do the old haste temper trick. Oh, does quick save work like a save state? I mean, not entirely like the save state, because you can't do it in battle. Oops, okay. I like that bone hitty sound. snort. That's what you do when you grind up that unicorn horn. Voldemort drank unicorn blood. He didn't snort unicorn horn. Or maybe he did when he was partying. So maybe good hygiene is to do that before any boss. Alright, Tiamat. Hello again. Well, we're not really allowed to anymore. There is no null earth. Oh, I guess there's null all. Oh, but it only works on one ally? Oh, but that's fine. We do it on Miso. And another temper. Attack, attack. Let's do a little healer. And a flare. If we even have the chance. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's do another one. So I'm just going to use a bunch of ethers anyway when we get to the end. You would, but, you know, you never know. It probably is not, you know, it would be a more efficient use of magic to keep tempering and hasting Miso. We did it! Is this it? This is the one room? I don't remember getting the, I don't remember getting the chest achievement unless there's a chest on this floor. Oh, that's cute. I didn't even notice the star until just now. So maybe I missed one somewhere. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, poor Miso, he missed out on the experience again. Okay. Should I just use my 2 dry ethers? No! Yes, save my progress. Why would you default to no? Alright, so I guess now we're gonna find out the plot of the game. Do you remember me? I was once the most renowned knight of Cornelia. "2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland." Oh, you did defeat me then. But the 4 great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Once here, I sent the 4 fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the 4 great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. But I will be reborn again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return, born again into this endless cycle that I have created. That was it? Okay, cool. We're here to kill chaos. Alright, here we go. Let's null all on everybody, I guess. Nope. No haste on chaos. We should cancel that, maybe. I can probably... Let's see if this works. Nope. Okay. Oh no! Okay, everybody already has Protect up. So what else is there to do but Holy? Let's temper you again. No, that's not that good. Who needed this? Ketchup. And let's do another temper. Dicks. Oh, he's not gonna have any. He's not gonna have protect up anymore. Oh well. Ah, shit. For once, minor challenge. Yeah, but if he one-shots people, it's not gonna help. Should do another null all on you then. And another haste on you. Okay, now's the time for a Hilaga. And a temper on you. Ah, fuck. I don't have anything that does a full life as an item. So this may be a problem. Ah, dick sucker. That should be okay. Oh, that one shot is annoying. Alright, Misa's gonna die this round. Now Ketchup has lost all of his buffs. He has a surprising amount of HP. Oh, really? Again? Alright, we did it! We killed Chaos! Thanks, Darkman. Did that not come up? Did the little chrono come up? I wasn't looking. The time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. The light of the four crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. This is the life. But magnified by the four forces meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. What? It does. Monsters had run rampant as the world sank into darkness. This is the Pixel Remaster. But all that is now past. And technically also future. But neither. With the four forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew. A world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, and even Garland himself await. When was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into a loop? Are we going to find out? I can't imagine there's post-game content. None can say. Excellent. It seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever. But the bravery of four young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. We're going to start Final Fantasy II in a minute, so stick around. I will stop the stream and restart it just to make dealing with the VODs easier. None will ever recall the struggle the four endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. But within the tales of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deeds lives on. What? How did the memory of their deeds live on if it never happened? Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reached for the heavens even as they fell. And now their return is upon us. With the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended. That the power of light must never be used for dark. And that the true crystals reside in your heart. And that the real crystals were the friends we made along the way. For you are the warrior, singular, who crossed time. You are the bringer of light. You are the puppet master who controlled these four dupes. I do. Well, it's sort of cute when Mother does it, acknowledging the existence of the player. And I guess Undertale does it too. High violin harmonics! Sound a little scratchy. Alright. I guess that's the end of the game. Is it just going to turn itself off? To fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. Oh yeah, we gotta watch the credits. Alright, so that's fun. I've now played this game for the first time. This Starfield reminds me of the end of Chrono Trigger, actually. So yeah, what I'm going to do is when these credits are over, I'm going to stop the stream and wait 30 seconds to a minute and then bring the stream back online so it separates the videos. I thought it was fine. I enjoyed the music a lot. Which is a remaster issue, mainly. Not enough plot for me. I like plot in my games. Not enough challenge, really. Except for that little bit at the end, and you're right, Aragorn, there is that little bit early on in the game where you, I guess when you get the ship for the first time and go somewhere else, you can run into some problematic encounters. But I would have liked a little more challenge. I would have liked it to be a little clearer where you're supposed to go next. Like, thankfully there were people in the room to always tell me. And I know that there are people, like if you go around everywhere in the world, you can usually find someone to give you a hint. But that's sometimes quite a lot of work, and sometimes it's not a place that you would normally think to go. But, you know, that's part of the game's time. So you can't complain too much about that. But, you know, overall, as a first entry in this series, I can see certainly why it was groundbreaking for the Nintendo. What were your thoughts? Because you beat this game a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago. Yeah, it's certainly not Nintendo hard. I don't think it was rebalanced for the remaster, right? Yeah, certainly this version was more... Like, I've tried before on an emulator to play the original version, but could not get into it. The thing that bothered me the most, actually, was that they will attack an empty square if you queue up an attack and the enemy dies before the end, before their attack triggers. Yeah, I agree. Doing it without the maps the first time would be no fun. I also wish auto battle was better. Auto battle should really... I mean, I like the idea that you can program something for auto battle and have it just do it, but more times than not, it was me expecting it to make everybody attack and then it wouldn't. And it really only became useful to have it do something else at the very end of the game anyway. Yeah, and the default font sucks. Thankfully, that was a relatively easy fix, because I don't think I could have looked at that for this whole game. Yeah, the musical arrangements are good, and it was a nice... Let's see. So how much game time was this? We did 3 parts plus this. So on stream, it was 13 and a half hours on this playthrough. The live recordings do definitely make the difference. Like, I remember it being a huge thing just hearing the MIDI instruments when 7 came out. But, this definitely makes it into a more, I don't know, satisfying experience. Although bits of the soundtrack do sound a little Studio Ghibli, which sometimes is distracting, because it makes me think we're playing Ni no Kuni. It's this particular bit right here. The way there's that little portamento and the horns blat a little bit. A lot of people worked on this game, eh? Yeah, me too. It would be nice to have a big sort of medley. Basically the way that Chrono Trigger does. And the title track of the Undertale soundtrack that plays when you're walking through that last area, which is very closely modeled on the ending music for Chrono Trigger. I thought about writing a paper about that at some point, because like the progression of textures is very similar, and orchestration, and they're about the same length. I don't want to cut these credits off, but how much longer are they? Jeez. I guess I can start updating my title and things for when we bring the stream back on. Final Fantasy 2. FF2 Pixel Remaster Part 1. Update. Alright, Aragorn, thanks for hanging out. So, as soon as these credits are over, I'm gonna stop the stream briefly, and then restart it, and we'll get into Final Fantasy 2. But I guess I'll just let these credits finish themselves off, and sit here and enjoy basking in our victory over chaos. Thanks, Aragorn. Enjoy work, if that's an enjoyable thing. Yes, as Nightbot helpfully reminds us, there is a YouTube for this channel, where all of my streams are archived. If you're watching this on the YouTube, you already know this, so go to the Twitch instead. You can follow me there or on the channel Twitter, Contrary Motions with an S. or join the Discord, which is linked on the page here. Oh, I thought we were getting close. Once you start seeing logos, it's usually the end of the credits, but alas, no. Now we get the entirety of Cryware. Oh, okay. Alright, I think we're ready to start FF2. So the stream's going to go offline for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then we're going to come back on with FF2, and I'll do my intro spiel again for when this goes up on the YouTube and posterity. The end! Alright, thanks everybody. We'll be back in just a minute.